Hello.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Duncan Hiley. I'm here to talk to you today about why cell phones should be banned in the classroom. In our society today, cell phones have evolved into small computers that fit in your pocket. You carry them around with you every day. You wake up, you check your phone. They also connect you to your friends, your family, and even bigger, the World Wide Web. The one thing about them is that they're a daily thing that you check on. It is something that you carry on your person at all times, and when you don't have it on your person, you go and look for it. It is awfully strange to have a relationship with something that doesn't have a beating heart. Cell phones were intended to be something that were helpful, like giving you internet access at the fingertips, where you could Google and look up anything that you wanted to look up, find answers to equations and problems that you normally couldn't have just off the top of your head. But instead of them, they were going to fill in the role of something that is instant, such as like a dishwasher or a coffee maker, something that gives you something immediately at your fingertips. However, it's grown into a social distraction. It's something that distracts us from our daily lives every day. It has impacted our society in many negative ways. One way is it is dividing us from social interaction, face-to-face conversations with other human beings. It is a constant distraction, and not to mention, it is a continuous feeling of bombardment of messages, notifications, and calls from anyone and everyone that has that number to that cell phone. There's a need to check things such as your most popular apps that you have on your phone, such as social media. It's an addiction. It's something that you check almost on the hour, something I find myself doing consistently. But something else that is worse about having a cell phone, especially as a young kid, is that there are inappropriate things on the internet that you can access. Inappropriate things that should be addressed. As of 2020, 77% of U.S. schools moved to ban cell phones because they were being used for non-academic purposes, such as cheating, etc. According to the National Center of Education of Statistics is where I got my information. The positives about banning cell phones is that it promotes social interaction, day-to-day conversations that you normally wouldn't have from people that are closest to you. And it also reduces feelings of isolation. When you're on your phone, normally you're on your phone and you're the only person looking at that screen, and you're always alone then. It also encourages face-to-face conversations with people. It would help introduce and practice many social skills that are needed in our society. It also reduces distraction in the classroom. I can't tell you how many times my phone just went off in the classroom and I went and immediately pulled it out of my pocket to check my phone and then tried to tune back into the lesson that I was learning and had no idea where we were at in the lesson. But in saying that, it affects your academic performance, such as on your assignments, tests. It can affect everything. Michael Rich, he's a professor in pediatrics. He studied pediatrics at Harvard. He's a medical school student. He is an associate's in social and behavioral studies. At Harvard, he says that the human brain is not trained to handle more than one thing at a time. It is trained to handle one thing and only one thing that you're immediately thinking about. It's not trained to do multitasking, and the term multitasking is completely false. Multitasking is not true at all. I had to do research on it, and what I came up with was from this man's article. He says that multitasking is not true, but it is rapid switch tasking, meaning you are unable to deeply go into any task that you are reading about or learning about, and you will not retain the information because you are shifting your mind from so many different things. Along with that, it minimizes inappropriate information, such as I'm sure everybody's heard of those websites that I will not list. It is a distraction for not only males, but it is also for females. Inappropriate things are posted on the internet daily. It's a constant distraction. I've noticed it myself. It affects everything. In the National Library of Medicine, a study, the journalist suggests for some of the students, smartphones can cause long-lasting and negative effects on your mood, such as being short-tempered with someone when they're talking to you when you are looking at your phone, or when you're interrupted at work, say on a lunch break, and they say you need to go back. In conclusion, banning cell phones in a classroom have nothing but positive effects on students with social interactions, reducing the learning distractions, and the spread of misinformation, such as rumors and things that just simply aren't true that can be disproven by fact. One final question is to think, how often do you reach for your phone? According to the U.S. Library of Medicine, the average American reaches for their phone 47 times a day. Young adults are even further so. They reach for their phones 86 times a day. I challenge you to keep track of how many times you reach for your phone. I think you'll be surprised. Thank you.